These are three celebrities who seem completely immune to career-ending scandals, no matter what controversies surround them. Drake, Beyoncé, and Taylor Swift have reached a level of fame that transcends ordinary celebrity status, creating what psychologists call an untouchable phenomenon in modern pop culture. Let's start with the numbers that explain their power. Taylor Swift became the world's first musician to achieve billionaire status primarily through music alone, with an estimated net worth of $2.1 billion as of October 2025.
You're going to walk home with more than maybe just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men.
I'm not gonna walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and then I go home to the cats.
Her Eras tour generated an astronomical $4.1 billion in revenue, earning her up to $13 million per show. Meanwhile, Beyoncé and Jay-Z represent the largest entertainment-based wealth accumulation by any celebrity partnership, with a combined net worth approaching $4 billion. Drake rounds out this trinity with a $400 million fortune and the highest-grossing hip-hop tour in history. But money alone doesn't create untouchability. What makes these three truly bulletproof is something far more powerful, and that's their fan armies. The psychology behind this phenomenon is fascinating. Dr. Lynn M.C. Cutchin's Celebrity Attitude Scale reveals that fan relationships exist on a spectrum, from casual appreciation to borderline pathological obsession. What sets apart the Swifties, the BeyHive, and Drake's devoted followers is their position as protective shields around their chosen icons. These aren't just fan clubs, they're digital militias ready to mobilize at the first sign of criticism. Taylor Swift's fandom demonstrates this protection in its most extreme form. When business. Insider's Chris Pinella wrote a relatively mild critique of the Eras tour, preferring Beyoncé's Renaissance for its cohesion and themes. He received death threats, accusations of pedophilia, and promises that his family would be doxxed. Critics have learned to remove bylines from negative Swift reviews to protect writers from harassment. This isn't fandom, it's weaponized devotion. The BeyHive operates with similar intensity. Beyoncé's publicist once had to publicly ask fans to tone down their attacks, reminding them that attacks on behalf of the star will bring no joy to the person you love so much if you spew hate in her name. But the message fell on deaf ears, and the BeyHive continues to swarm anyone perceived as disrespecting their queen. This protection becomes even more remarkable when you examine the controversies these celebrities have weathered.
You like when people call you Aubrey?
If it's genuine, some people will be like, I interviewed Drake the other day, and then like a girl that's like met me a few times will be like, oh, Aubrey?
Aubrey's not a guy's name.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It
Have you
is.
ever met a male Aubrey?
Yeah, you're looking at him.
You don't even go by that because it's such a bad name.
No, that's not true. It's just like,
Why do you go by Drake?
because it's shorter. You know, people with 2 syllables are way less successful than people with 1, sorry.
Take Drake's 2024 rap beef with Kendrick Lamar, arguably the most devastating public takedown in hip-hop history. Lamar's Not Like Us called Drake a certified pedophile and won 5 Grammy Awards, including Record and Song of the Year. The track dominated charts for months while Drake became, in the words of The New Yorker, as clear a loser as has ever existed in rap beef. Any other artist would have seen their career crater. Instead, Drake's fans rallied around him. His collaborative album with Party Next Door debuted at #1 just days after Lamar's triumphant Super Bowl halftime performance. Drake himself seemed to embody this defiant resilience, telling fans during his tour that the year is now 2025. And no matter what, Drizzy Drake is very much alive. Beyoncé's untouchability operates differently, but no less effectively.
Beyonce is so untouchable, y'all. Now you know them boys in them country stations don't want to support her.
They don't, no.
But you can't beat her. And the crazy thing is that I also know a couple of other things going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about, but they're about to take over and own this space. I better start paying attention.
For black people starting to do country music.
Yeah.
Despite being the most awarded artist in Grammy history with 35 wins, she's never won Album of the Year, losing to Taylor Swift, Beck, Adele, and Harry Styles. Jay-Z has publicly called out these snubs, suggesting racial bias in the voting process. Yet rather than diminishing Beyoncé's status, these losses only fuel her mystique. Critics describe her as having surpassed mere celebrity and become an archetype of achievement, existing in an entirely new matrix of celebrity. Even when serious allegations emerged connecting Beyoncé and Jay-Z to Sean Diddy Combs' legal troubles, their untouchable status held firm. Though they were briefly mentioned in lawsuits alleging they witnessed inappropriate parties, their legal team swiftly provided evidence placing them in Hawaii during the alleged incidents. The accuser quickly removed their names from amended complaints, and the story faded without lasting damage to their reputations.
I guess when I see someone else going through like a press thing, like if someone's like beating up on someone in the press, I just like immediately get really sad. Like that's because I know that's probably like blown out of proportion.
Taylor Swift's protection mechanism might be the most sophisticated of all. Her fan base represents 53% of American adults, with 16% identifying as superfans. This army mobilizes not just against critics, but against systemic criticism itself. When right-wing conspiracy theorists suggested Swift was a Pentagon psychological operation, her fans didn't just defend her, they turned the accusations into memes and merchandise opportunities. What's particularly striking is how Swift's recent controversies have bounced off her seemingly impenetrable shield. Her 2025 album, The Life of a Showgirl, received notably mixed reviews, with critics calling out her mercilessly capitalistic approach and anti-art practices regarding multiple album variants. The Atlantic declared Taylor Swift's fairy tale is over, while The New Yorker asked if we still like Taylor Swift when she's happy. The answer, commercially speaking, is a resounding yes. Despite critical pans and fan complaints about greed, the album obliterated Adele's sales records and owned all top 10 spots on the Billboard Hot 100. As one music site noted, the mixed public reception has done nothing to slow down the Taylor Swift commercial behemoth. She remains, in the words of observers, too big to fail. This untouchability stems from what psychologists call parasocial relationships, which are one-sided emotional bonds fans form with celebrities. Social identity theory explains that fans define part of their identity through these connections. Criticizing Taylor Swift isn't just criticizing a musician, it's attacking someone's sense of self, their community, their shared language, and rituals. Dr. Shira Gabriel notes that while stars like Beyoncé inspire something closer to worship than friendship, Swift shows herself as a regular person, creating even deeper parasocial bonds. This accessibility paradox makes her simultaneously relatable and untouchable. The result is a new form of celebrity power that transcends traditional metrics. These three have achieved something unprecedented in entertainment history, and that's genuine cultural immunity. They've built empires protected not by publicists or lawyers, but by millions of devoted fans who see attacks on their idols as personal threats. What makes this immunity even more fascinating is how it's become self-reinforcing. The bigger the controversy, the harder the fans fight back. And the harder the fans fight back, the more hesitant critics become to speak out. It's created a feedback loop where these celebrities become progressively more insulated from accountability with each passing scandal. Media outlets have started implementing policies around covering these stars. Some publications now require editors to approve any critical coverage of Swift, Beyoncé, or Drake before publication, not because of legal concerns, but because of the guaranteed harassment their writers will face. This protection extends beyond just online criticism. It affects real-world consequences too. When Drake faced serious allegations in his beef with Kendrick Lamar, major brands didn't drop him. Spotify didn't remove his music. Radio stations kept him in rotation. The machine kept running because everyone involved understood a fundamental truth. His fan base is too valuable to alienate. Similarly, when questions arose about Beyoncé and Jay-Z's connections to various controversies, corporate partners stayed silent. Nobody wanted to be the first to break ranks and face the wrath of the BeyHive. Taylor Swift's economic power illustrates this immunity most clearly. Even when she faced backlash for releasing multiple album variants that critics called exploitative cash grabs, fans didn't just buy them anyway. They competed to collect them all. Her merchandise strategy has been described by industry analysts as borderline predatory, yet it generates hundreds of millions in revenue. She's created a system where criticism actually increases engagement because fans rally to defend her, often by spending more money to prove their loyalty. In our hyper-connected age, this might represent the future of celebrity itself. Not just famous people, but protected species, insulated from consequence by the very audiences that made them powerful in the first place. And here's the disturbing part. This model is already being replicated. Younger artists are studying how Swift, Beyoncé, and Drake cultivated these devoted armies. They're learning that building parasocial relationships isn't just about fame anymore, it's about survival. In an era where cancel culture can end careers overnight, having an army of defenders willing to fight your battles has become the most valuable asset in entertainment. The question isn't whether more celebrities will achieve this untouchable status, it's whether any celebrity can survive long-term without it. So, what do you think? Are these celebrities truly untouchable, or is there a breaking point we just haven't seen yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive into celebrity culture fascinating, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. We'll be breaking down more of the hidden psychology behind fame, fortune, and the fans who make it all possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.